Stop, watch me. He's an army. One man, Tommy. Guns all up in the lobby. Infect your whole squad. Anthony Fauci, she all up in the DMs. He's so cocky, she complained to her friends. No trap, no honey. She packing the camera and lens. She paparazzi. They try to.
You know, I know you remember when we met over music first, and then we kept talking. And during that time, we were in Pittsburgh. Were y'all in Louisville?
Yeah.
Yeah, we was in Pittsburgh, and I really contacted you over music. But during that time, had came out of religion, so everything was changing for us at that time. So the way we wanted to do music was changing. Seeing the music y'all were doing, and was more in the direction that I wanted to be making music in at that time. But I had artists that were like from the streets, like really from the streets. And I seen how you were doing it in Louisville, and that's where we connected. And then found out that y'all happened to be vegan around the time, you know, me and LaShonda wanted to make the change. I'm gonna tell you what happened. We shared that story with y'all, my McDonald's experience. Because we was on the way to hang with y'all at the cabin.
That's right.
And on the way, I had an experience in a McDonald's bathroom that is extremely graphic and disturbing that I would not go into, but it was still karma. It was good that I left what I left in McDonald's, because that's what messed my stomach up. But I had been listening to Bobby Hemmett, Joe Pookrum, Dr. Sabi already. And then we had been talking, but we hadn't had that moment that made us say, okay, now it's time. Even though we knew that we were gonna eventually not be eating meat, we just did not know when. And from that experience, it was crazy because my aunt had passed, and we went to the funeral and came straight there. So all of that was connected at that time with death and then life, meeting at that moment to where we celebrated a funeral, and then we went to the cabins and was able to wash after that, and then be introduced to ways of veganism that we didn't know at the time, because for us it was being burritos. That was like being vegan. You know what I'm saying? That's sad. Or then we got to where we was putting spinach in it. Look, the mashed beans, spinach in a burrito wrap, y'all. That's where we started. But long story short, it was really not just the physical health, but we had come out of religion, so we was getting into the mind, and we just wanted to be better off as human beings. Like, not like, oh, we want to be better humans, like be better than anybody. We just realized that with this body that we had, the mind that we had, we was not living anywhere near the potential or our capabilities.
My kingdom come, y'all better run, fee, fo, fum, my eye packs a gun.
Locked and loaded my tank, I embody segment, spirit of Kalima, I am divine feminine. We blasting DUMBs, we freeing all the babies, we sipping Guayusa tea, we becoming like bodies, we burning down Babylon, expose pillows in salon, we don't buy into the cons, checkmate no longer your pawn.
How just connecting and seeing another expression of veganism, being from our community, especially, you know, not just being what they call African American, Black, whatever label they give us, but how we had been cut off from our own knowledge. And so it was looked at as something foreign from our upbringing. Being veganism was foreign. And so y'all helped us see a broader, like, angles that you can take to it. Our first time trying tempeh was with y'all in those cabins. So it opened us up to start really looking to see what was out there, like what was out there other than just you know, healing is good, but you don't just eat for healing. You want to enjoy it as well. So to have an experience to where you can look at the food as experiencing it, we didn't have to lose that. Because for me, at first it was like, man, eating is gonna be boring now, you know what I'm saying? And it don't, being a vegan or plant-based, those labels, you know, which I know you agree with too, we don't, the labels come from people that are viewing you from the outside, but we don't really have no term. We just trying to find that works with us. So we took that together and saw y'all were still growing too. Like, oh, you're not there. There's no there. You still looking and learning and researching. So that was great to see, because we didn't have any, and the fact that we were family, we didn't have no one else that we could go to at that time and see that being expressed to us. So we really appreciate that to ignite us. After that, we really just started looking at, what is tempeh? Oh, wow, tofu, this in this family is. Then we found that this and looked at that, and oh, this is made from beans and doing that. And you can make that yourself. You can, wow. So we appreciate that. And then how your children were with you on the journey. Because people were even shocked when we made the change, like, your kids? Like, yeah, it's all of us together doing that. So that was really, really powerful to see. Really powerful to see all of your kids, you know what I'm saying? The teenager, and they weren't like, oh yeah, we're vegan. They were a part of the whole process of just like in our family, they think we're trying to take away from them, we're not. We're not, because my girls, we're seeing Sotra and your girls, and even you and your son. Now it's me, LaShonda, my daughters, we in the kitchen together. And we're always making food together. It's not just her making the meals, it's all of us together. So that I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That was good to see, because that's how we moved, and to know we can make that change and move like that as a unit was powerful.
Since 88, I run my own pace. Saw the reflection in the mirror and it's God's face. We've been corners in the cosmos, no foot race. 2020 exposed to lies, we're in a new place.
Not so much from the people that consider themselves plant-based, as there's some people who consider themselves vegan that don't understand the violence and how everything is necessary. And I'm just expressing controlled violence, not. That's why it's a competition, a way that you can express it, because I don't have any opponent. I don't ever fight anybody but myself. And the goal is to sharpen myself and my opponent. And sometimes beating somebody is sharpening it. It's a martial art. In the Western world, boxing is absent from the spiritual component, which in ancient Egypt you see in what birthed karate. And you know, Merkaba. And the connection that being able to so-called defend yourself. Because if I told you I don't have any opponents, then I'm not really defending myself. I'm mastering myself as I'm coming to understand myself more through the mirror, which somebody calls my opponent. So I found that sometimes in the vegan community, there's a lack of spirituality, for real, which made us move into being more what they call plant-based now, because I love the animals and I don't want to harm animals. That's not why I don't want to eat animals. They're sentient, they think, so it's not even an option now where I'm at mentally to ever consider something like that as food. It's just not. So I don't see it in my diet anymore as me rejecting something. I'm not rejecting anything. I found the optimal choice for me that doesn't include, or never did it from our people, ever include any type of flesh other than that's found inside of beans and stuff. But that seems foreign to people, especially under what they would call themselves vegan. They don't a lot of times understand that this is not a later thing for humanity. This was the original, that's why I use the name organic, like organic food. That's organic to us, that we would not have considered a horse or a cow or a chicken or any of that as something to consume for energy, when, like their Bible says, it's giving you the herbs of the tree, the plant. We had that natural. As I began to study more, especially from Dr. Sebi, that was our original way. In the self, we knew that, oh, we're not in opposition to anything because we don't have an opponent. So to say plant-based, it became just another way to help people from the outside understand. Just because I box doesn't mean you'll see me on the street fighting. And that's what I love about martial arts, which for me, that is what I'm in the sport to do for our community, is reconnect boxing to its spiritual component, which the diet is also a byproduct of.
And I got the soul, so you know I glow, but it's ain't for show, Yeah. Life is an odyssey, leveling up, I gotta be tough. Granny told me that I got it in me. Mama told me never let up, I'ma stay consistent, hoping that you listen. I ain't never finished, I'ma keep on talking, I'ma keep on running. Know that I've been working, I ain't taking time. Been on my grind, I'm gonna shine. All in due time, get what is mine. Claiming my prize, you know I'm gonna strive. Climb to the top of the mountain, we counting these blessings. So grateful for time that I'm spending with y'all. Know we gon' ball. LBE to the death of me, that's family over everything. Y'all ain't.
Great fight.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 chakras. 107 more to unlock the body from 3D and turn on the macabre. My Dantian is hot like Pahoe lava. I stay getting focused while y'all stay getting triggered. When you're always the victim, now you're never the winner. Get focused, go create the big picture. Don't fall in the trap and become the next dinner.
We stay lucid, our motion fluid. Casting spells like a druid. Stay grounded like a Tibetan Buddhist. Lose to the lies, we speak the truest. We speak the truest.